And I often ask, or I like to ask people like for advice or tips on how to grow on LinkedIn. As I said before, I don't want to say viral, which I assume that you kind of answered, like to be unique, embrace it, stand out. But besides this, have you got any other advice or tips?
Yeah, so again, when I say personality first, it's not about just about being unique. You also have to solve a economic problem and address people in the hook. So when the danger with the tricky part with personality first positioning is that people post something like, "Oh my God, I just missed my train and now I have to wait 5 more hours," and I mean, great, but why should I care, right?
It's like
So
save
you
it
want
for Instagram, not for LinkedIn.
Yes, exactly. So you want to find a way to connect that to a relevant problem, acute problem, costly, urgent, and evident that people are already aware of the problem. If you have to make them feel the problem and make them realize that that they have a problem, then you're gonna have I mean, it's gonna take years. So find a problem and repeat that. So people will often you know, people are scared that they're going to sound repetitive, right? But that's good. You have to repeat the problem. Not everyone is, watching you
Yeah.
and like judging you. Hey, you already posted this 2 weeks ago, or you already said that. Like in some other posts, hey, here, let me find it. It was 5 months ago. No, just repeat yourself and find that uncopyable core that makes you the person to share expertise with your client and make you hired for your expertise. So
That's
that would be my
actually,
advice.
yeah, it's a great point, and it's also something that I sometimes struggled with as well, because I was about to post or mention something. I was like, I said that recently, it's going to be repetitive, but then you don't know, or there are so many people who, for example, see your content for the first time, or people don't remember because you are bombarded with content all the time from everywhere, so it's easy to forget. So it's just a great reminder for me as well.
Yeah, awesome.
And Magali, we discussed it, what you did before, whether it's podcast or other things, which to me sounds like that you've done and you do so much. So when it comes to your time management, how do you manage to do, so many things such as build a brand, help people, business, and etc.?
Well, the blessing and, both the blessing and curse, I'd say, is that I don't see, and it's a cliche because at the end of the day, you're still doing work and you're still being focused and you're still, you know, overwhelming yourself with, input and all of that. But I don't see my work as work. Like I love it, which is,
Mm.
why it's a work in progress for me to log off, like literally log off. So yesterday I went to the movies with my partner, went for dinner. Then and I mean, I don't always succeed, right? So just, this week I went to a concert and I was selling out my cohort and I saw these Thrive card notifications like, oh my God, oh my God. So I couldn't even properly enjoy the concert because I was in some place else. So I was elsewhere with my brain. So, but yeah, like again, I hired a PA to help me manage my time. I also don't think time is something you can manage. Priorities, like you manage priorities, not your time.
That is true. Yeah.
So yeah.
Hmm. And I also like that you are willing or not afraid, like, for example, what you said now, to talk about not only highs and successes, but even the real side of things. Because especially on LinkedIn or social media, you see often people posting and flexing like about success and what they did well, but you don't really see what's the whole picture and what's behind it,
Yeah.
and that there is, much more in the background that happens, but people don't see or don't realize.
Yeah. Like, and I really want to, make people see the bigger picture, which is why I'm not just going to share like the hero story. I want to talk about, the mess, even while I'm still in it.
Hmm. Because that's the reality that everyone goes through, and I think
Yeah.
sometimes LinkedIn or maybe even other platforms look a bit too overpolished, so
Yeah.
and it's easy to compare yourself and then
Yeah.
kind of unrealistic expectations.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then, Magali, I like to ask kind of lighter questions by the end of the recording. So, what are some of your hobbies or what you like to do in your free time?
I do like to travel. I love to like to enjoy some good weather, and I actually I feel like it's almost you know like controversial to reveal this, but I love me some luxury, but not just for the luxury because it looks luxurious, but because of the comfort. So I fly business class because it gives me more peace of mind, less sensory overwhelm, not because I feel like a special little princess. So yeah, because of the work I do, it's very like it gets overwhelming. So I need to be able to completely log off and to unwind. So
And
I
to
travel.
reward yourself.
Yes, of course. And I love doing puzzles. I love true crime, watching true crime as well. And I love taking my friends and my partner out for dinner or brunch for that matter. Yeah, and visiting family and spending time with them. Those
So
things, I
then,
guess.
what's your favorite destination?
Oh, well, that's a very loaded question because it used to be United States. It used to be California, but
Mhm.
obviously in this day and age, it's a bit, I used to travel at least 3 times a year to the US, and now I don't because of, because of the turmoil. And so,
Situation.
yeah. And so today I'd probably say Portugal or Italy or some because it's sunny and it's cozy and
Yeah. And it's at
yeah.
least closer as well for you.
Yes, yes.
So it's like behind the corner, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. And then you mentioned true crime. I'm not that much into it, but what are, whether it's books or I don't know, series or something, what are your favorite ones?
I love JCS. There's like a YouTube channel where he analyzes the body language and then interrogation techniques from actual serial killers, which is really interesting.
Scary at the same time. Oh my god.
Yes, but it's also it's that's the psychology part. Like there's so many things people reveal from their body language and from the way they behave and all that. I love yeah, obviously I'm a big Ted Bundy, not
Mm.
fan of Ted Bundy, but very I read the book and I barely read books, so that's something. Yeah, so but I don't want to, I never want to glorify serial killer. It's not
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course.
It's more like the motivations and intentions and the psychology bits of it
Mhm.
all, I guess.
Yeah. And I was about to ask you about your favorite books, but you just said that you don't really read that much.
Yeah. So I don't really read that much because of, I think it's an ADHD thing because I can't stay focused. I'm more of like a visual person, a visual learner too. I tried audiobooks, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. But if I had to, like one book I did finish was Bad Blood by John Carreyrou.
Oh, it's
Um,
about Elizabeth Holmes.
yes, yeah,
Oh
that
my god.
one.
I remember when I read it and I couldn't believe that something like that actually happened.
Yes, and it's such a, it's again, it's psychology, the narcissism and the way that people use manipulation to get what they want. It's insane. It's insane. But
Mhm.
also, again, that's also biopsychology. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really think it's interesting.
Yeah, but it's a good one because since then I've seen it like so many times in the videos. I think there was a series, but when I read it back then, I was like, "Wow, this actually happened! It's crazy."
Yes, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
And we discussed it, Magali, before the recording about your skills with languages. So, can you remind actually how many languages you speak and if you are planning to learn another one?
I do want to get, so I speak Dutch is my native language. I do speak English, French, German, and I do want to get better at German because my partner is from Germany and we go to Germany a lot to visit her family and friends. And I do want to get better at it because then it will be less overwhelming too, right? So I
Mhm.
understand everything. Speaking is, can be hard, but I mean, I manage. But I do want to, become more fluent. And so I do want to improve those languages and maybe Spanish at some point because it's also like a global language. Yeah,
And
but I
then when
love like
yeah, then when you go there for holidays, I know that you said Portugal, but maybe you didn't go to Spain, which is
potato,
just next.
potato.
Yeah. No, it's impressive. Yeah. And Magali, can you please summarize where people can find you, follow you, and promote any of your services?
So they can follow me on LinkedIn, obviously. I'm also launching a Substack, The Bookable Expert, on everything personality first branding and
Mhm.
positioning. And, pretty hard to miss. So they'll find me on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn
Yep.
is the best place. Yeah.
Yes.
And I will as always leave any links in the show notes. And actually, are there any like a plans, goals, or anything that you are planning in upcoming weeks or months that audience can be excited about?
Yes. I want to help people make money from being their true selves and showing up accordingly instead of, you know, putting on some fake persona. And whether that's autism, ADHD, extroversion, introversion, it doesn't matter as long as people can focus on what it is they're best at with their personality instead of hiding it, then
Mm.